Hello, hello, hello. I want to give people time to hop on. Hello, 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 hello. Let me see if I can hop on here. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to see the comments when I'm using a third party device, as I am. Because I wanted to go ahead on and release this announcement already. If you are friends with me on Instagram, then you probably already have heard the announcement on Instagram, or if you have seen me post, as I have posted already, onto my personal page that I am hosting or getting ready to host on next week, a live Q&A. And so I want you to hop on in here and let's talk. I want maybe 5-10 minutes of your time so that I can give a little bit of background about what the live Q&A is. So stick around for that announcement. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But as the title says, we're going to talk a little bit about trauma. What is relationship trauma? Because that's what I am. I'm Dr. Tiffany Ross. I am a marriage and family therapist and a relationship expert and relationship coach. And so I specifically work with women who are healing from or ready to heal and recover from relationship trauma or trauma from relationships. And so I wanted to hop in here because it's trauma we hear all the time, but relationship trauma we don't necessarily hear a lot. But so I wanted to hop in and just teach a little bit about what exactly relationship trauma is. So if you are joining me for the very first time, or if you're joining me today, because I hadn't done a live in like some weeks, maybe a month or so. So I'm always excited when I get the opportunity to go live, because this I love. I love connecting with the people. So if you are here, let me know that you're here. If you've never been on one of my lives before and have not given StreamYard permission for me to see your comments, make sure you do that. You should see a banner at the top that tells you or asks you to give StreamYard permission for me to see your comments. Make sure that you click on that because I want to interact with you. So let me know who you are. Give me a thumbs up, hit the share this information with someone that you know can use it. And I guarantee you, there is someone that is in your life right now that can use it. It's someone that you know that is struggling in a relationship or is in a relationship that they, may shouldn't be in or don't know whether or not they should be in it or have gone through some kind of a trauma in the past, in their past, either past relationships or growing up or however, and it's impacting them today. So make sure that you share this information. Hit that share. That's how you can support the business. That's how you can support Dr. Tiffany Ross Coaching and Consulting. That is how you can support me if you know me directly or even if you don't know me. And that is how you can support yourself and someone else that you know who needs this information. So just hit that share. If you're watching the replay, you still can share it. Go back and share the information or tag somebody in it that you know needs to be here so they can get the information. Got it? You got it? Let me see if I have any comments because I tend to go pretty fast. So let me slow down, because I just naturally talk fast. And when I'm excited, it's like, oh, all these words and stuff start coming in my mind. So if you follow me on Instagram, then go back and look at my story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should be following me on Instagram. What's wrong with you? Like, what you doing with your life? Why you not following me on Instagram? Go to Instagram, follow me on Instagram, look at my stories. I typically talk fast. And so when I get excited, the words just come and they don't always catch up with what's going on in my mouth. So like my brain and my mouth don't get the same memo sometimes. And so and it didn't help that I'm from the country, like I'm from Mississippi, and Mississippi is southern, so I may have a little southern accent if you don't know who I am, or if you have never been in one of my broadcasts before, may have a southern accent. You're like, what she say? Did she say y'all? I did she say ain't? What's a ain't? I did. That's because I'm from the South. And that's just how we talk down here in the South. And we also wear sweaters like this when it turns 60 degrees outside because we're not used to it being cold. And you may hear my little heater rumbling in the background because I also got my heater on at my feet. Y'all don't like to be cold. Y'all don't ask for all that. But I just threw that in there. So let's talk. I don't see any comments. Let me see. I don't see any comments. So let me go ahead on and give you guys what you're here for. Let's talk about relationship trauma. What is trauma? So relationship trauma, let's go ahead on and just throw that out there, define it from the beginning. So you'll know when you see I say relationship trauma, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So relationship trauma happens when you have experienced prolonged emotional or physical distress at the hand of someone that you love or somebody that you are connected to. It could be a friend, it could be a parent, it could be someone that you are connected to in some capacity, and they have hurt you, or you have experienced prolonged hurt, prolonged disappointment from them, and it has caused you some sort of emotional distress. And if it's physical abuse, then it has caused you emotional stress, physical distress, or if it's sexual abuse, it's also caused you some kind of distress. Okay, so as a result, you feel unloved, unwanted. You may be easily triggered. You may be guarded, defensive, even unable to trust somebody. Like you may struggle with trust in a relationship. You're like, I don't trust nobody. Like I done been hurt too many times before. I don't trust nobody. I could be married to you, and still not trust you. So this is for my married women, because a lot of times we think just because people are married, their relationships are good or they're gonna work it out, and that they're not experiencing trauma in their relationship. This is false. This is absolutely false. I have met married women. I have had married clients who have experienced physical abuse, who have experienced sexual abuse, and who have also experienced some form of emotional trauma from their relationships in a marriage. So let me go ahead on, and for my married ladies, don't click off, because when I'm talking about relationship trauma, does not exclude married women. And even if you are in a healthy marriage, you still may find that you're struggling with some other issues or some traumas from some past relationships that you've been in, or past interactions with family members, or how you grew up that you still may be struggling with. So this is just as genderless. I specifically work with women just because that's what I feel called to do. But this is genderless. This could be male or female. This term relationship trauma could be male or female. And it's also regardless of your race. So we can't say black people or white people or whatever other people experience this more than others. We can't. We just can't. And with the pandemic, I think we all have had some level of trauma, some level of hurt and pain that we're forced to deal with. And this is a fact that some of you probably know and have experienced, that what studies have found is that for in the pandemic, that relationships that were doing well, they survived. They pretty much survived COVID. But their relationships got closer, they got better, they rediscovered each other, they were able to reconnect and bond. But for the relationships that were already having some issues before COVID was like a wake-up call to those relationships. It was like, something's not right here, something's going on, and we need to do something about it. So I just wanted to throw that out. If anyone has just kind of looked at their relationship over the last 2 years, well, going on 2 years now, because we've been in COVID since 2020, and 2022 is just right around the corner. But for those who have looked at their relationships and was like, what in the world is going on here? Like, we were fine before COVID. Beloved, it ain't just COVID. Your relationship not going back. See, I told y'all I'm country. So yo is your, okay? Yo is your relationship didn't just go bad because COVID-19 came. If your relationship turned bad during COVID-19, then probably you had been ignoring some things all along that were already kind of suspect in that relationship anyway. And COVID-19, because of all the other things were going on, just really brought a lot of things to surface. So I don't even know why I got off on that. Maybe somebody else needed that. So anyway, you easily triggered, guarded, defensive, struggle with trusting or letting anyone get close to you. Like someone, they may can get to a certain level and you're like, okay, well, you can get to the wall, but you ain't getting past the wall. But there's some reason why you're unable to connect and you don't want anyone to really come close to you. You may feel like you need to always protect yourself. That is going back to that guardedness. Or even worse, you may find that you're always attracting the same man but with a different face. Like it's you literally are like I thought I married somebody different, but turns out it's the same person that I was dating, like I was dating 5 years ago. You attract or find that you are attracting the same people, the same type of friend, the same toxic environments. You leave out of one environment thinking, okay, I'm going to start over. I'm going to a whole nother city. But then you create the same chaos in another city. This is some clues that you may still have some unhealed areas in your life that you need to deal with. But here's what I want to say about that. There's a lot of people that just don't know what to do with it. And I get inboxed all the time, inbox calls, text messages. I get questions asked everywhere that I go all the time about relationships and how do you overcome things and how do you deal with communication or how do you heal when someone has hurt you. I get these questions all the time that I was like, you know what, I think I want to do something different with this. I want to offer solutions. That's the goal. That's always my goal. I always want to offer solutions. My little person, Nathaniel, get down and go to bed. My son, mother, a four, two older grown ones, and then two in little ones. And this 2 year old is the one that I'm calling right now. Nathaniel, get down and go lay down. So excuse me. So I wanted to offer solutions. And I wanted to give people access to me. A lot of the people that come to me, a lot of my clients that come to me, they are real private clients. Go lay down, like mama asked you. Go lay down. They're private. They want to remain private, or they want to know whether or not them working with me or them asking me a question is going to be confidential and it's going to be private. So I wanted to offer a different solution for them. I wanted to offer them a place where they can submit their questions anonymously, should you choose. But then I, along with the other people that register for this event, would be able to come in a community, a private community that only registrants will be or have access to, and get those questions answered live. And in addition, I wanted to be able to offer a free coaching session or coaching sessions where people can come on, ask their questions, and we actually work through those sessions right there, work through those issues or those problems or your questions right there live. That's what I wanted to offer. I was like, oh, that when the idea hit me, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to do something different from what I've seen a lot of people in my field and just in general do. I want to be able to answer those questions, but like I told you guys in the beginning, I love live interaction and I love connecting with people. So I wanted to offer this as a solution, as a way to be able to connect with people who just need questions answered. They just need guidance. They just need to know where to go. How can I get the help? Do I even need the help? Can I do this? Is this something that I can really do on my own? Because sometimes there may be some tools that you can take and do on your own. You may not need to really work through some of the stuff. Now, I'm a therapist first, so I'm not gonna say you can work through trauma on your own. I'm just not gonna say that. You may be able to work through some of the stuff on your own, with some support or with just some accountability. So I wanted to offer this solution. If you go back to the description of the video, you will find, hey, you will find the link to the live Q&A. And on that link, you will be able to go through there and answer the questions. The most important question is I need to know your name, I need to know your email address, and I need to know your question. And this is important because we can't have a live Q&A with no questions. But I mean, I already have questions. People messaging me questions all the time. But I want to know what your question is. And then I want you to give me permission of whether or not you want to actually come on camera and have a live coaching session right there. So I need you to register. Go to the link. Share this with somebody. Share the link. You can simply copy and paste the link and share it with somebody who may not be on Facebook, or who may not be on Instagram, because I've released it on Instagram. If you're on LinkedIn, I'm going to release it on LinkedIn. If you're on Twitter, I'm going to release it on Twitter, because I want people to show up, and I want questions to be answered, and I want people, like, my goal is for people to heal. That is my goal. That is what my heart is. I want people to heal. Like, I don't feel like we should carry old baggage with us all the time, and our hearts be heavy, and not being able to have the relationships or go into a relationship that really serve who we are and what we've been called to do. So share the link. That's how you can support. Share the link. That's how you can take your first step, is signing up and sharing the link with somebody. We don't heal selfishly. Like, we help other people. Like, once we get to a certain point, we reach back and we help other people. That's what we do. So share this with someone else who will need it. I am looking forward to it. There are there's 2 different dates and 3 different times that will be available. And this will not be the last time that I will do this. This is something that I really feel heavy on my heart that I want to do, just to really give and to serve people. So it won't be the last time I do it. But this first time, it will be November the 11th at 12 noon, my time, Central Standard Time. And then again that night at 7 p.m. And then we will come back on Saturday morning, because Saturday is my birthday, November the 13th. Not this Saturday, y'all. Not this Saturday. So don't text me happy birthday. Don't message me happy birthday. It's not this week, it's next week. We'll come back on the 13th. So it's November 11th. And on the 13th, we'll come back that morning for those who register for the 13th event. And we'll do the same thing on Saturday morning. Excuse me, that Saturday morning. So this won't be the last, but this is a start. And so I am excited about it. If you can't tell by now, I'm always excited about connecting. But I love you. If you're in my group, I know I've been kind of MIA, and I've tried to keep everybody abreast of what has been going on. I lost my mom, and so I just kind of took some time, and I needed to take some time. I needed to take some time to just kind of figure things out and grieve her, um, and really give myself space. And so I'm back. Like, I've been back. I've been back, y'all, but I'm back. Like, I'm back and ready to do some work. And I still memorialize her in my own way. So you may see a random post on. It's not random to me because she's in my heart all the time. But I still memorialize her, and the best way that I can memorialize her is doing what God has called me to do. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I love you guys so much. I hope you hear my heart. And I look forward to seeing you there, either November the 11th at 12 p.m. Central Standard, or at 7 p.m. Central Standard, or on that Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You guys have a wonderful, fantastic day. If you have any questions, please do get in contact with me. The dog. Look, y'all, the dog. The dog. The dog. The little one's gone, but here's the dog. I look forward to seeing you guys then. And stop, Coco. And we'll see you later. Bye.